just to kind of do a brief overview, every year we have Megatins that release. These come with 3 packs in them. They're mega packs. Where you're able to receive all the cards that came out the past year that have been some of the best cards. So it's a second chance for players to get their hands on cards they might not have pulled from the booster packs from the previous year.
Oh, that's handy.
Yep, and then we have 4 core boosters every year. This is the one that we just have on the shelves currently right now, Rage of the Abyss. Offers a lot of exciting cards. Every new set brings new ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! We also look at, as I mentioned, we've been around for 25 years, so there's themes from the past that players used to enjoy. We try to revitalize those, find new ways to use them, because unlike other card games, Yu-Gi-Oh! We do have a Forbidden Limited list, but you can use cards that came out the very beginning 25 years ago in your deck now. There's not a time limit on any of the cards. So we always try to find ways to bring new life to old strategies as well.
What a flex to bring out like a 25-year-old card, too,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, some of them are pretty hard to find. So yeah, it's pretty neat when you get to see some of those older cards. We also have Speed Duel, which is a simpler way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I mentioned you had 40-card decks before. Speed Duel only has 20-card decks, and it's more anime-focused. So you also have skill cards for the characters from the show. So as you're playing, you can feel like you're actually a part of the anime. You get to relive those scenes from the show that you may have watched as a kid. And then, we have more sets that are coming out this year that are also going to be really exciting. Blue Eyes White Dragon is one of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, one of our first original cards that a lot of people look at. We have a new structure deck coming out next year, the structure deck Blue Eyes White Destiny. Kind of Blue Eyes White Dragon, to play on that a little bit. But people are really excited about this, and Maze of the Master. We actually debuted this here this weekend for the first time to show people about what's coming in February. But there's a lot to look forward in Yu-Gi-Oh! We've been through 25 years, and hopefully we got 25 more years in us to keep on going.
I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one down there.
The Maiden of White is awesome. But yeah, do you want to walk around the booth and I can show you what else we got going on? Yeah, so we can go this way. So we have Master Duel here. So this is a free-to-play. It's an online game. Anyone can download it, and it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's going to be the closest thing to the physical trading card game that you can play digitally. We have world championships for this every week, and we had our second one this past year in September in Seattle alongside the trading card game world championship. But a lot of people have really been enjoying Master Duel, and it's a good way for older players to get back into the game because it kind of helps you along the way. It tells you when you can activate certain cards. It also has a story mode where you can kind of learn the lore behind the cards as well. Master Duel, you can also do demos here for Master Duel, learn how to play that. You can kind of see on the screens here this is a recap of one of our tournaments for Master Duel. So we stream them on Twitch and YouTube when we have big events like that. And then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So as I mentioned, Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel is a faster way to play, a little simpler.
Yep.
Duel Links is going to be the closest thing to Speed Duel on a digital device. It's also free to play, free to download. We have a new anime coming out, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. And that world actually just debuted in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So if you played Duel Links before and want to check it out again, you can check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Some?
I like that you're waiting for me. Now this is Duel the Master. You see my next opponent is already waiting to duel me. We have Yu-Gi over here. So if you have your own cards, you get to take on Duel the Master. We get to play some of our best players. They're YCS champions. They've competed at the World Championship before. So you get to have test your might against some of the best players in the world here at the Konami booth.
Oh my God. That's so fun.
It is.
Great.
And then...
Thank you so much.
Sorry. And then over here, we have demos for the trading card game. So we have a 2-player starter set that's on shelves right now for people who don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! And like to figure out how to play. It comes with 2 pre-built decks and a comic book alongside of it where you don't shuffle the decks. It's a scripted duel. So they're ready to in an order out of the box. And you can follow along and learn how to play while you're reading a comic book with your friends. Because for me, when I started when I was 11, it was something my parents could do with me. And I would play on the kitchen table. They would teach me how to play, or I would teach them how to play, even though I was so young at the time.
Of course. So
they kind of try to emulate that experience for new players and have a fun way to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is a smaller version we have going on here, demonstrating. And the demo tables are always full with people learning how to duel. All right.
You might play 2 of them. I can see if Max is at 2, you might decide to.
All right, well, and then this is our token booth. They are out going to lunch right now. Everyone needs to eat. But this is our most popular thing we have at our booth. It's free, just like every activity here. It's free to do. You get to take a picture in front of the green screen, and then you get to have your picture inside one of these token cards. So you get to become your very own Yu-Gi-Oh! Card here for free at New York Comic Con.
That's awesome.
So yeah, even people who don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh love to line up and get this commemorative experience because we even have like a New York Comic Con background. So you can just do it to remember that you went to New York Comic Con.
Perfect commemoration.
Yep, definitely.
And that magic word, free.
Free, yes.
Free.
Everything is free to do here at the Yu-Gi-Oh! We do have stuff for sale, but lots of free stuff as well.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. Real fast. All right, thank you. And then, so if you do any one of these demos or Duel the Master, as I mentioned, you get a coin. You can bring that coin right here, and you get to redeem it for a random door prize. So we have like smaller prizes like pins, these chips as well, as long as these metal cards. But you can also win up to the plushes, a Steam Deck, a Nintendo Switch. So while you do one of these free demos, you're also getting a chance to get free prizes here at the Konami booth this weekend. So you can learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And win some cool stuff all at the same time.
Ooh, so much free stuff. And interactive ways to win it.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's about it. Do you have any other questions or anything you want to know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically?
Do you recommend it as a starting TCG?
I do. You don't want to you'll get overwhelmed if you run too much into it. But yeah, I think it's a good one to start. It's there's a lot to learn, but you'll learn a lot of good fundamentals that you need for card games from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of math. I know I learned a lot of math when I was younger because I started when I was 11, and I've loved it ever since. So I would say, yeah, it's one of the better ones to get started in. It's really rewarding when you achieve that knowledge to know how to play and everything.
Yeah.
You can watch the anime too, and you can play your favorite decks that you've seen on the anime. You don't have to be highly competitive. You can still enjoy just playing with the cards and having fun with your friends, which is the big part.
Would you say watching the anime first may help?
I think so. It'll at least help you understanding the game. Maybe the first original series is kind of like the Wild West. They do a little things different on the show. But as the series progresses, they get a little more one-to-one with how they work in real life.
Yeah.
Basically starting with season 2 of the first show. But yeah, I would highly recommend to watch the anime, play the card games, just so you have that fan base and you get to enjoy it and really understand what is the meaning behind some of the cards.
Do you have a favorite deck?
I do. My favorite deck of all time is X-Sabers. That's an older deck that came out around 2010, so about 14 years old now. Hopefully we get some new support in the future. I would love that. But X-Sabers, I do like a Blue Eyes deck, so I'm excited about that new structure deck we have coming out as well. And currently I play a deck called Fire Kings, which I'm a big fan of as well. They got some new support this past year that I really like, but yep, definitely.
And how about your most valuable card?
Oh, they're all valuable to me. They all have the same. It's not about the value of the card, it's about what it means to you. And that's something you learn from the very first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, as Kaiba tries to come and get the 4th Blue Eyes White Dragon from Solomon Moto, who this shop is actually replicating from that show. This is his shop. It's about what the card means to you more than the value of the card. Yep.